Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build Brian O'Connor's Nissan Skyline R34 from Too Fast, Too Furious. In order to get this car, you'll need the Elegy Retro Custom, which you actually, when you purchase the car, you will go to the Benny's website on your in-game phone. Scroll down. It's actually the Elegy RH8 what you need to buy, and if you have a Rockstar Games account and it's linked to your GTA Online, you actually get the car for free. If not, I don't remember how much the car costs if you don't have the Rockstar Games account. Alright, let's jump right into it. And when you pull into Benny's, you can't see it on mine because I've already done it, but usually if you have a Benny's car, there's an option to upgrade it with the Benny's upgrade, and that's what gave it the old Skyline look. For armor, we went with 60%. For the brakes, we went with sport brakes. For the bumpers, for the front bumpers, we went with painted extended splitter. For the rear bumper, I left that stock. For bumper accessories, for the bumper mesh, we went with removed bumper mesh. For the intercooler, we went with the intercooler with water sprayer. For the chassis, for the headlight trim, we went with none. For the doors, we left them stock. For fenders, we also left those stock. For the engine block, I went with none. For the cam cover, we went with the stock cam cover. For strut brace, we went with the Lighten racing strut brace. For engine tunes, we went with upgrade level 3. For the exhaust, I went with the race exhaust. I see a lot of people do it with the big bore exhaust just because it don't stick out as much, but I think the race exhaust is closer to the actual car because as far as size goes. For the grille, we went with stock. For the hood, for hood accessories, we went with none and left the hood stock. For the horn, I went with the cop horn. Again, because Brian O'Connor was an undercover cop. For the interior, for the trim design, we left that stock. For the trim color, we went with racing blue. For the dash, we went with the stock dash. For the dials, we went with the pod tacho and dash gauges. For doors, we went with none. For the seats, we went with the carbon track seats. For steering wheels, I went with the Apex Clubman. For the light color, we went with the Ultra Blue, which would be your dash lights. For the roll cage, we went with the Street half cage, which you can see right there. For the lights, for the headlights, I went with the Xenon headlights. For neon kits, for the layout, we went with front, back, insides. And for the neon color, we went with electric blue. For the livery, we went with the Midnight Racer. for the plates, for the plate holder, we went with remove front plate. And for the license plate, I went with 4 Paul FF2. For the respray, for the primary, we went with metallic silver. Same thing for the secondary color, it was metallic silver. For the trim color, which y'all already seen, is the racing blue. For the roof, for roof accessories, we went with none. Left the roof stock. For skirts, I went with the drift skirts. For the spoiler, I went with the extreme downforce BGW. For the suspension, I left that stock. For transmission, I went with the race transmission. Do not have turbo yet. For the wheels, we went with the sport category, chrome, and the Endo V2. For wheel color, you can't do anything there because they're chrome. For tire design, I left that stock. For the tire enhancements, I went with the bulletproof. And for tire smoke, I left that white. For the windows, I went with none. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching.